Hello, Mayor Trent Conway, Village of East Palestine. Today we are recognizing the one-year anniversary of the train derailment that happened on February 3rd, 2023. This will always be a special date in the Village of East Palestine's history. We've been through a lot as a village, and we still have a ways to go, but we continue to make positive strides daily. We as a village have been through hell over the last year. We're producing this video to show the village that we are being proactive in this whole situation, showing the leaps and strides we've made in the cleanup effort, and to show the future and the economic development that's coming to this village. It is important as a village that we control our narrative and not let others use us to put out their own message. We can use the opportunities that came to us following the train derailment to improve the community and make it better than it was before February 3rd, 2023. So let's watch this video to remember the event and the effort made to come together as a community.
East Palestine is, it's a small rural town, in Northeast Ohio.
The railroad has gone through this town for approximately 150 years.
It's small town America at its best.
We're a hardworking town. We have a lot of spirit.
I called it a quaint little town, that's how I describe it.
We're like Mayberry, I guess you could say.
I love this town.
I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. This is my home.
The night of February 3rd, I heard a loud noise outside, and once I got home, we heard a lot of sirens that just didn't stop. Immediately, you knew it was bad.
And I got a phone call that Friday night stating that they thought it was a business in town burning down. Then we found out later in the night that it was actually on the railroad.
That train runs through 5 different municipalities. That train wreck could have happened anywhere.
The accident was surreal. It almost felt like we were in a movie set.
It was hard emotionally when this happened because I felt bad for the town because I love East Palestine and I care about it. It was just such a tragedy, and nobody signed up for this tragedy.
Everybody in town was impacted in some way, some small, some very large. But even when we were all hurting, a lot of businesses, a lot of residents found a way to come together to gather up supplies, gather up food and water, and help the people who needed it the most at the time.
It was really, really heartwarming to see so many people coming out kind of from all over to support the town, and just, boost that we got from all these people that really did care about the community. I think that was wonderful to see, for sure.
There's so many organizations and churches and groups out there that helped us through this. We were getting phone calls from all over the United States asking us what we could do. They were so nice, and we had so many prayers come our way that it really made us feel good.
What makes East Palestine different is that the residents and businesses pull together when it counts.
And there's a large group of people that are fighting to overcome this tragedy and this crisis that we're still working through every day.
We have a stigma that's cast over East Palestine, and we need to get rid of that cloud, that this is a safe town to live in.
We see progress happening, and we're hoping that we're on the upswing of things. We're trying very hard to rebuild our community and make it even better than where it was before.
And it was scary, and it's going to be a long road to recovery, but I think if any small town can do it, East Palestine can.
And I think that, take the tragedy and turn it into something positive, and really let that, be the focus, like moving forward and coming out of this stronger and better than ever.
I'm proud to say that I'm from here because I know what we're capable of, and I know that we have an opportunity to create a better future.
I grew up here, I worked here for a long time, and I was able to make my living here and raise my family here. So the town means a lot to me, and I don't plan on moving away just because of a train wreck.
I really think that with all the opportunities we have, we're going to make this town what it once was back in the 70s and 80s when it was booming and had industry, and it's a quiet little town. We all come together. It's family. I mean, this is definitely the place you want to raise your kids. I'm beaming with pride every day, to know that we as a village came together after this horrible event, and we're sludging through it every day. It's been a long year. We all came together as a community. We're going to get through this, and we're going to be a better community after all this is said and done.
Keith Dravick, Fire Chief for the Village of East Palestine. My department responded along with 60 some odd other departments from the tri-state area to the derailment to try and mitigate that and give public safety the best that we could. And all those departments, men and women, did a fantastic job. We're here today with the upcoming 1 year from the derailment to talk about the positives that have come out post-derailment. I think what differentiates East Palestine from other towns are the people. The people love this town. The majority of them have been here their entire life. They love this town. They love the area as much as I do. And the people truly make this area as great as it is. The community is fantastic. It came together so well after the incident. The support that it showed to the village, to the emergency services, not only in the village, but those that came to help, was amazing. And pitching in from all over the country to come and help and provide things that were needed. It's just remarkable to sit back and watch and look at it. So to this point, as of January 12th, 2024, 42.8 million gallons of water recovered and transported off-site. 176,487 tons of waste soil have been removed. 5,200 feet of impacted waterways flushed. 1,221 plus drinking water wells have been sampled. As for the air quality monitoring, the water monitoring, all those numbers and data points, the millions of data points, are addressed in the task study that was done. That's what we base all of our information off of, and knowing that it's safe to be here is through all the data collected by all the subject matter experts, and we feel that it's safe to be here, and that's why we're here. As a resident, I feel safe. I use the water to bathe, I use the water to cook, laundry, drink, make my coffee. I'm in town every day, all day. And I feel as safe as I could be. Even though the derailment was such a large tragedy, the village has remained resilient, and we're moving forward and progressing, making ourselves better than we were before. The time-lapse video you're about to see shows the remediation process at the derailment site. I think the progress made over the past year has been remarkable. The town has really come together, put their best foot forward, and through the resiliency of this town and its residents, making the town better, growing forward, promoting the businesses, promoting what a great place this is to live. And I look forward to the growth that we're going to see in the future, making this town better than it's ever been before.
I'm Chad Edwards. I'm the village manager for East Palestine. Well, I started on November 1st in 2023. I was following the events and situation concerning East Palestine, and once the opportunity popped up to be a part of the solution, I jumped on it. I'm honored that East Palestine has given me the opportunity to be part of the recovery. So what happened on February 3rd, 2023 was a horrible catastrophe, and every town minus Nebraska has trains going through it carrying similar chemicals, and it could have happened to any of us. It could have happened to any of those towns. It happened to East Palestine. And I want the village to know that I, as your village manager, and the village council, the mayor, we're all pulling together for you. I mean, we are here for you. We're going to advocate for you. We're going to do what's best for this community. In the short time that I've been here, we've already made some significant strides. We partnered with Bricker and Graydon Associates to assist us with economic development, and one of the first things that's come out of that since I've been here is a Community Improvement Corporation, which is authorized by Ohio state law. It will not be the village, but it will work in tandem with the village. A CIC, or Community Improvement Corporation, will be able to do things that the village can't. Such as buy property and various economic development tools that the city by law cannot do. So this will open up new opportunities and new doors. One of the big things that the CIC is going to really press on are dilapidated buildings and structures that need to be upgraded or demolished. We're going to get the downtown to a place where it's vibrant. Small business is one of the biggest drivers in the American economy, and we want to see all our storefronts filled with small businesses. And that is something else that the CIC will be working on. We'll be working on making contacts and hopefully providing opportunities for local business folks, as well as taking care of the businesses that are already here. That's very important to me. It's very important to the village government. We want to attract new business, but we're not going to forget the people who've been here through this whole ordeal. I mean, that's certainly priority. So I think that when it's all said and done, it's going to benefit everybody. And we've also partnered with other entities such as WRL Advertising. We're going to be launching a marketing campaign to try to show the nation and the world that East Palestine is a great place to do business. It's a wonderful place to live. We want to get the word out to as many people as we can, and so I'm very excited about everything in this economic development package that we're getting prepared right now. I'm excited that we're working with the partners we're working with that include government entities as well as private entities. I'm excited about everything that's going into this, and I do believe that in the end, everyone's going to see some change. I would adamantly tell the world, anybody who wants to come here, that it's safe. It's safe to be here. It's safe to drink the water. The air is safe. They're still monitoring. They're still taking the precautions that are needed. So if anybody was wanting to move here, they want to work here or open a business here, it's safe. Come. We'd love to have you. So in order for us to recover, what I envision in the future is I envision more businesses, more jobs, more people moving into town and putting their kids in our school system. I see that coming, and I'm excited for it. I envision that hopefully everybody gets a little piece of the pie. I mean, I know this community is for everyone and of all stripes, and we want to remain inclusive. We want to remain optimistic, and we want to make sure everybody has a seat at the table. It'll be my job to help provide those seats, and I'm happy to do it. I really do see a lot of positive change coming, and I'm excited about it. And I think we're on the right track, and we're heading in the right direction. I feel like part of the family, even though I've only been here 3 months, and I'm happy to be in that position. And again, I mean, I have the village's interests at heart, and it will always be that way.
My name is Tracy Spratt. I was the interim village manager and finance director during the train derailment. The derailment has impacted East Palestine in several ways. There has been, from the night of the derailment, the panic of the unknown. I call it a roller coaster ride, up and down, of the unknowns of what's going on throughout the community in the town. I'd like to thank a lot of the communities, neighboring communities, that were calling me day after day to making sure I was okay within Columbiana County. First and foremost, I would also like to thank the community's firemen, EMS, police that came to help us during this time. It was just amazing to see them coming into town, putting their lives on the line to protect people in our village and us. So that night, my personal story was I got the call from the fire chief saying that something has happened in town and he thought it was bad. So I immediately got up, got dressed, said I'm going to the police station immediately. I was down at the police station dealing with the chaos of the dispatchers, every phone call, phone line ringing off the hook. Just everybody trying to organize on how we were going to start the evacuation, start going door to door. It was a challenge, but we all, as a village, worked together to make it happen, to try to work out to get everyone to a safe place and get them notified. That is one thing we realized that we were probably lacking in, is communication to our residents, to our community and surrounding community members. We are trying to improve on that. Improving on that, we are trying to put out these newsletters, videos, and spotlight stuff in our community. And we are currently trying to work on a communication system for our residents to be notified easier, so we wouldn't have to go door to door with them. Communications is a challenge for us. Pride, Tradition, Progress, the slogan for East Palestine now, is, I think, a wonderful tribute to what we have to offer. We have Bulldog Pride. Everybody loves the Bulldogs, loves our sporting events. Tradition, we have the history. We have a lot of history here in East Palestine. Starting out with the potteries, and now even growing forward with the progress that we're going to be showing. The website will focus on our progress moving forward. We want to be proactively communicating to the world the good news that we are on the road to recovery with the resources for factual, consistent, and easy to understand news and information, specifically regarding the cleanup and economic development plans for the village of East Palestine. We want to attract new residents, new businesses, and consumers back to our town. The village of East Palestine will be launching new social media channels on Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. The East Palestine Information Facebook page will remain and be revised with the new logo. We will be creating a monthly printed newsletter that will be mailed to every business and household mid-month with more frequent updates from the village and important information you need to know as a resident or a business owner of East Palestine. I've been here. I've been here since February 3rd. I have not left. I feel safe. I feel the community's safe. We want you to come back and visit us, help East Palestine grow.
The one thing I would really like to do is thank our village employees, all of them, especially the safety services on that night, but everybody stepped up and were put in an uncomfortable situation that they've never been through. And I would really like people to know that the fire department saved this town. It could have been a horrendous event if they wouldn't have done the things that they did to control the scene and help get people out. And all the surrounding communities that sent their firefighters in to help us and their police officers in to help us. We truly appreciate that as a village, and it showed the true compassion that the surrounding communities have for each other. And we all came together, as Ohioans and Pennsylvanians, and it was a very traumatic event, but we got through it, and we would have never got through it without our village residents, our safety services, village services, and the surrounding communities. The pride I felt during this derailment, it was an awesome thing to see, from the village employees, who a lot of residents stepping up, working nonstop day and night. to the residents, handing out water, checking on their neighbors, volunteering for anything they could do, especially during the evacuation, helping set up. We had a group of high school kids that helped set up for the Red Cross in the gym. And it just makes your heart swell with pride. We are so lucky to have the core group of people we have in this village coming together and really helping out. We've always had the best interest of the village at heart of every decision we've made in this village. I will stand by that forever. And it was just awe-inspiring to see the village come together and help one another. The derailment had a strong impact on our town. People did come together, but there was also strife, and we're trying to move past that every day. It's been a long year, but we're coming together more and more every day as a community. We're going to get through this, and we're going to be a better community after all this is said and done. The progress we've made over the last year is tremendous. If you were out at the site on February 3rd and February 4th, it was a devastating mess. If you go out there today, you can barely tell that anything ever happened other than from all the construction cones. They're continuing to do cleanup, but we're moving from the cleanup phase to the recovery phase and the economic development phase, and that's where the village is going to shine. I hope we can do another video in 10 years and we can show you the leaps and bounds we have made as a village to come together. So what I'm excited about the most is the downtown revitalization, the park upgrades, and the redoing of the train station. There's a lot of progress that's going to be happening in this village over the next couple years, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to turn out. What I'd really like people to know about East Palestine is, we are open for business. We have a beautiful park. We have awesome events in town, and I would like people to, I encourage people to come to town, enjoy those events. We believe in East Palestine, and our community is strong, and others believe so too. Here are a few messages we received for the one-year recognition.
Hi everyone, this is JT Miller. I was born and raised in East Palestine. It's amazing it's been a year since the accident, and I just want to send a quick congratulations to you guys as a city for everything you guys have been able to overcome. I know how much hard work that takes, and I want to say everybody from the area is very proud.
Hi, Mike McGee here with Annika.
Hello.
And we know it's been 1 year since the horrific tragedy the village of East Palestine has endured. Being from there, you guys all mean a lot to us, and I love everything about the town, and I know you're growing back strong and building back better than before.
I remember meeting several of you at the fundraiser we had when we created some awareness, and we've been thinking about you ever since.
So we wish you the best. Stay strong, keep fighting. I know that's what you do. And we love the new tagline, pride,
tradition,
and progress. All the best to a great 2024.